It's your boy DJ Wolf again. I got a couple other things on my mind. I was thinking about something here. And one of these things was why I don't live in the hood no more. And I ain't trying to be funny, you know, because I know some people be like, what you mean by it? You think you too good? No, I don't think I'm too good to be around my people. I think I'm too good to be around some people who act like they ain't got no damn sense. And some of our people can act like they ain't got no damn sense. Real talk. You know, I went through the mill on stuff like that, man. You can't, not every, like the old saying goes, not everybody is your kind, is your friend. You know? And I'm not saying that, you know, but, you know, it's for me personally, has been that way for a long time. I don't trust a lot of people as this anyway. I really don't. I don't trust, I mean, not everybody you know you can trust. You know? You can't trust, I mean, I was like, some coworkers, you know, some people can't trust coworkers. Some people can't trust a family. You know? Some people can't trust friends, certain so-called friends. You know? And most people just shouldn't trust strangers on the street. I don't. I'll be totally honest with you. You know? And because some of those so-called bad brother, no, buddy. I was in Vegas and I kind of experienced a little bit of that. You know? Man, can you buy this? No. Hell no. Don't want to deal with it. Period. Don't want to deal with it. Don't want to deal with you. Period. End of discussion. Bottom line. Because them very people are opportunists. You know, they'll look at you like, you know, look at you. You know, I tell you about a story about somebody I knew went through a issue with somebody. They went to go pick them up to go somewhere. And they was waiting on them a half hour to get out their apartment. And then they looking at them talking about, oh, well, you got a house you can go to. I'm like, fuck. They're like, fuck that, man. You know? Damn about whether you got a house or not. Usually your ass supposed to be ready. They gave you a half hour to get ready from the time they left to the time they got there, and you still wasn't ready. And you ain't got no kids, no wife, nothing. Just an apartment. Get your stuff on, wash your ass, get ready, pack up, lock, and go. Ain't nobody got time waiting for you. That's the bottom line. And then you go on something and insult them about something that they accomplished, and that person's excuse to say that's why they were late. Really, it's just to call yourself trying to dog somebody out because of what they accomplished versus you being late and not having any excuses for what you were doing. That's the black people. That's our mentality. That's some of our mentality. Let's be real about it. And it's sickening to me. You know, my old lady used to tell me one time, "You antisociable." And when she referred to me being antisociable, it's not that I'm antisociable. I just don't fool with just everybody. You know, I can be the kind of person, I can talk to you on your level, intellectual level on one hand, or I can talk street. One ain't way or the other. You know, I've dealt with both. But I'm the kind of person I like to deal with, you know, everybody based on a mutual respect. Some people ain't like that. You know? Some people are just not like that. You can't deal with everybody like that. Because not everybody can deal with that kind of level. You know, because some people are just plain out fucking ignorant. For lack of a better word, it's the truth. You know? And I had a couple of situations like that where it almost got ugly with people. These niggas I didn't even know. You know? And I told my wife, I said, this is why I don't deal with a lot of black people. I'll be honest. I don't deal with a lot of white people, period. I mean, I don't deal with a lot of white people or a lot of black people. I just don't deal with a lot of people in general. But to make a long story short, it's a shame I can't deal with my own people on a mutual level without motherfuckers acting stupid. You know, because it has happened a couple of times. I was like, you know, it's just like, that's why I don't deal with, that's why I don't fool a lot of people. It's not that I'm antisociable. I just don't like a whole bunch of drama. I don't like a whole lot of mess. You know, I'm a very peaceful person, peace loving guy. I really am. But I'm just the kind of person who don't like a whole lot of nonsense either. You know, but I just had to tell you straight from the heart, shoot straight from the hip, verbally, on this, because not saying that I won't, the bottom line is, just don't get me upset, I'm gonna put it like that. But I'm a very reserved, peaceful, loving person. I really am, and I like to get along with everybody, no matter what background you come from. That's the bottom line. But I guess that's how it is. I know some people, some of my people are like that because of their environments. And I respect it. But by the same token, if I think that we have a mutual understanding, I'm gonna show you some respect, and you damn sure better do the same for me. That's all I'm saying. I call myself a drama-free zone. I ain't in all that drama. Yep, I'm really, really not. I saw enough heartache and heartbreak in my life to not want to deal with that shit no more. Hence the reason why I don't live in the hood no more. And I'll be honest. I mean, I do live, really, I can't really say I don't live in the hood, because I do kind of live in the hood, but it ain't as hood as some places I used to live in. Let's put it like that. But even with that, I don't, because there's some, there's some people that you just don't want to deal with. Period. You just rather not. No matter how hard you try to get along with them, there's just some people you just don't want to deal with at all. I don't know. That's me. The other thing is, I was telling you in an earlier podcast about the young man from who does a channel called Cartoon Connect. He's best known for his work doing little Ron cartoons, which I absolutely love, and I give big props on that. Somebody else got an accident or something. But actually, I absolutely love the cartoons and everything, and I think he's doing a great job on what he's doing. He's not going to follow his dream. Wow. And again, I'm like, my hat's off to the young man. I mean, I respect him, man, that much that I plan on doing. I plan on doing some major work with animation myself. I'm not going to get the one the animation software that I really wanted to get, but I'm going to get the one that's just the previous one before that. At least if I get the previous one, because the previous one is going to be a hell of a lot cheaper on my pocketbook. I won't have to come up with a whole, I won't have to spend too much cash, which is good, because I am not trying to. I'm on a budget right now, so that's number one. And number two, it does the same thing. It's just that the newer version does a little bit more, but that's fine. I don't have to have the latest and greatest to be able to learn how to do animation at this point. I just want to do the animation. Period. So I got the right computer for it, the perfect computer for it, matter of fact. It's just a matter of me right now being able to get the full version of the software that I need so I can actually do the animation that I want to do. It's going to take a little time for me to learn, but like I said, 2007, for me, it's going to be the land of no excuses. 2016 is behind you. 2017, you got to move forward. I got to. I can't sit there and think about what I couldn't do, but I can think about what I can do now. And no better time to start thinking about what you can do than right about now in 2017. Or there are opportunities ahead of you. Like for me, I want to be able to take advantage of the opportunities that I like to do right now. And animation is one of the things I definitely been wanting to do. I've been wanting to do animation for well over 40 years. You know, I've always had a desire for it. I used to love drawing pictures all the time when I was a kid. I actually, eventually when I was 13, I got a scholarship to the Cleveland Institute of Art. I think it was 2-week scholarship, something like that. Loved doing it, man. I enjoyed it. And then I had got another one for summer school where I had art. I think it was prior to that. It was a couple years before that when I was elementary school. So I'm really excited about it. I'm very, very, very excited about it. I cannot wait. You know, because I do kind of take it a little bit seriously. I think for animation, it's so much that you can do in animation. It's so much that you can express that, especially now with the advent of 3D animation and incorporating all of the stuff that you can do digitally now. It's not even funny, you know. And I'm excited about doing it. Actually, I have a software to debut software they call it, but I want the full version so I can actually get a better scope of what I want to do with it. And my biggest thing is time. If I really, really had the time to do what I really want to do with animation, boy. And I've done it before. I actually used the BoomToon software. BoomToon software is a widely recognizable software that's used worldwide in some of the biggest studios on the planet. Not just animation studios, but film studios. And I've used it myself. My thing is, I want to be able to do animation, and hopefully once I do it, I can start my own, animation lineup, and do my thing. I mean, because I have ideas. Actually, I wrote it down about 5-6 years ago. I actually had sketched out like about 6 or 7 characters that I actually had specifically in mind that I wanted to do. And I still got at least 3 of them in mind right in front, off the top of my head. And hopefully, if I can ever get a chance to do what I really want to do with animation, Lord have mercy, I would just take the channel to another whole level, which is what I'm trying to do now. I mean, as you can see, the last few 4, 5, 6 days, I've been doing some modified art along with some animation. I combined it together to show you the kind of things I kind of want to do, but I want to take it even further. I want to do the cartoon animation is what I really want. I could do that too. I mean, I've done modified animation before, but I want to take it to the next level. I want to do full-on cartoon animation. So still working on it, and hopefully I'll be able to get that software soon so I can get started, because the sooner the better, as they say. Alright guys, this is DJ Wolf. Questions or comments or anything I've talked about, any suggestions, feel free to drop a line. DJ Wolf Online, yahoo.com. DJ Wolf Live on Facebook, and of course for all to hear on both Twitter and YouTube. Again, this is DJ Wolf, guys. I got more to say about this and other stuff on the back burner.